Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Daily Fantasy MMA for Beginners. I am your host, Jesse, aka He Hate Me. That's my name on DraftKings. I came up with it a long time ago, so don't even ask. Comes from XFL. Anyways, so this channel is going to be all about daily fantasy MMA, obviously, as well as their new Reignmakers NFT game with the UFC, not the NFL one, the UFC one, which sounds pretty fun and looks pretty fun. Been messing with it. Today's the first week of it. It's the Israel Adesanya and Alex Pareja fight, UFC 281, which should be a freaking banger. And speaking of bangers, we're starting off this channel with the challenge, a road to $500. I'm going to start with $100. I've been playing this game, this daily fantasy game, for a bit now, almost for a year. So I got the hang of it now. This is the purpose of this channel, is to show you beginners some tips and tricks to improve your game, because this is a profitable game if you play it right. And it could be, depending on your goals, if you want to make it like a side hustle, make a little bit of extra cash on the side. If you just want to have fun and just more of like a betting casual, I would suggest being a profitable player. But sometimes being a profitable player, what's that word? When it goes against being a fan, because there's a lot of times where you have to go against one of your favorite fighters. So those are the things I'm going to talk about on this channel. Anyways, going back to the challenge, so it's gonna be a road to $500. I'm gonna start back at $100, and once I hit that 500, I'm gonna give all that away, all 500, to one lucky subscriber. No, nothing needed from you guys. Just subscribe to the damn channel. That's it. Subscribe to the channel. Any likes, shares, and all that, that's extra, but I'm not going to ask for that for this 500, just subscriptions. So that's the rules. Starting from 100 to 500. Once I hit that 500, all 500 goes to one person. It could be quick, especially if I'm playing GPPs and I bing, as they say, or we could grind away on cash games. Speaking of, and those are two new terms to you, I'm a make these videos and act like people are complete beginners, because this is catered for beginners. But I also think people with more experience will benefit from this as well. So cash games are more safer. They're more of a grinding type of game style. And that you want safety. You just want safety when you're playing those sort of games, because you just have to win approximately more than half the field, and the 50% person gets paid the same as the number one. Whoever plays number one and whoever plays at the 50%, they all get paid the same thing. So you want a safe pick. You're not trying to hit a home run. You're just trying to get on base, in baseball terms. There's times to play that, and then there's times to play GPPs where you're swinging for the fences and you want that number one spot. And those pay out way greater. Cash games only double up your money. It's a little less, because we do actually no double up your money. GPPs, you can 10x, 20x your money. It could get pretty crazy with the GPPs. The different styles of games, I'll show you when to play GPPs and when to play cash games. Generally, these tips and strategies aren't black and white. This is more of like a spectrum of ways of thinking. A lot of game theory having to do with this. I'll post some what do you call that? What do you call it when you some sources that I've learned from, very good sources, to teach you how to play this game. So this week is the UFC 281 Adesanya and Pareja fight. Very interesting fight, because Pareja has knocked him out once. I don't know why people. I always thought he knocked him out twice, but he only knocked him out once. He won one decision. So very interesting fight. And Izzy Adesanya, my favorite fighter, a lot of people's favorite fighter. Who doesn't like watching his fights? Sometimes they could get boring, so I might not say that. But just his antics, his aura is really cool. Really, really, really cool, man. So anyways, first thing to consider first thing you want to do when you're looking at a fight card is, okay, do I want to play heavily GPP or do I want to go heavy on cash games? You can go all cash games or you can go all GPPs. You go half cash games, you go half GPPs, or you could go mostly cash games, a little bit GPP, or mostly GPPs, a little bit cash games. I know that was a lot. It was just head spinning. Me personally, when I feel like it's a cash game slate, I'll go heavy on the cash games and throw in one or two GPPs, and the same thing with the other way around. If it's a good GPP card, I'll go mostly GPPs and 1, 2, 3 cash game lineups. So I'll do mostly one and then a little bit sprinkle a little bit other, and then vice versa. All right. Let's get into it. So first thing I look at is how many fights are on the card. Generally, anything below 12 fights, I would say, is a small card. 13 fights is like a medium card. Anything above 13 fights is like a big card. Generally, again, remember, we're speaking in spectrum terms, not black and white. And this fight card is 14 fights. So this is a big fight card. I say it's important to see how many fights there are, because the more fights there are, the easier it is to get different. When you're playing GPPs, you want to get different from somebody else, because again, you're trying to get number one separated from everybody else. You want to have duplicated lineups and get number one and share that prize with freaking 20 other people, because it just dilutes your expected value, your potential to win money. Okay, that'll get into the conversation when we talk about GPPs. Today we're going to be talking about cash games, because this is a card that is catered more to a cash game, I would say. So it is 14, so that's good for GPP, but I like to look at the volatility of the fight card. Volatility meaning that we can have a good amount of underdogs that will win. And in this case, that is not the case. So I look at 2-1 favorites and above. How many are there? How many 2-1 favorites and above are there? And in this case, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 2-1 favorites and above, and 6 2-1 favorites below. So the majority of favorites, I'm pretty confident, will win. I know that's a lot to digest, or I probably just made explain it in a very shitty way, but basically saying there's not going to be many dogs winning, because there's a lot of 2-1 favorites. If, say, like Chris Gutierrez 231 and below, say below this was all below 200, and there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there's only 5 2-1 favorites and everything else was below that, then we would have a lot better chance of dogs winning. But in this case, it looks like the favorites are looking pretty good on this card. So with that comes more safety, and you can go with your favorites and build lineups around these safe favorites. And the way to do that is, this is a must. For a while back in the days when I first started, I played Daily Fantasy MMA, and I did not have any premium subscription, so I would just go based off of my knowledge, which is okay. It doesn't hurt. It can hurt, the knowledge, because if you're biased towards one fighter and you're just ignoring the numbers, but there is a place for the knowledge. But this is mainly a numbers game. I'm not saying be totally ignorant to the game of MMA, to UFC, but this is more of a numbers game. So with that comes the importance of a subscription. You get any of them with the projections. You just need your projections, your ownership, and it helps because it has all the odds and numbers and takedown statistics instead of having to pull them all into your cheat sheet. This is very necessary to a cheat sheet. Otherwise, you're just throwing darts in the dark. So my subscriptions to Stochastic, I personally like it because they have this cool thing of more useful for GPPs is this top fighter tool. It gives you their percentage of coming in the top 6. Gives you the percentage of coming in the top 6. It's very helpful, more so in the GPP. The GPP, you're looking for those top 6 fighters. Anyway, so going back to this, you can export the table to your cheat sheet. So I have these statistics, which I feel like are important. And so with cash games, you're building a lineup of 6 fighters, right? And you always want to stack the 5-round fights. This one's cool too because there's 2 5-round fights, so it gives us more options. So you want to stack the main event. Maybe I've done it in the past and I've done so with it. You can double stack it. You can stack both main events. We'll see what it looks like doing that as well. But you basically want to get all those top 2-1 favorites and above. So you want to make a group. So you stack. So that takes 2 slots. There's 6 slots, right? So the stack takes 2 slots. Say Zhang Weili and Esparza. That's 2 slots. Next 3 slots want to be any 3 of these fighters, the 2-1 favorites and above. Because you're banking on them winning. And then your last slot is a punt, is any underdog. Because the makeup of a cash game is you want 4 winners. If you get 4 winners, you're in good shape to win. If you get 4 winners, that you could get 2 losers max. That varies. That's not a black and white thing. You can have 3 winners and 3 losers, but like 3 of those winners scored very high, and they'll still put you through. But you're shooting for 4 winners. So to shoot for 4 winners, we can create these groups. I believe most premium content subscriptions have these groups that you can make. I know RotoGrinders has this because I was a RotoGrinder member before. So I'm going to make a group of all those 6 fighters. Well, first I'm going to stack. We're going to stack. We're going to do the Zhang Weili and Carla Esparza stack first. And then we're going to add all these favorites, these true favorites. I like to call them true favorites. I'm not going to add Zhang Weili because I don't want to count her. She's already going to be in it, and I don't want her to count as one of the 3 of those fighters because then it'll leave room to allow a third underdog, which we don't. We only want 2 underdogs in our lineups. So all the way up to Adesanya. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of these 7, we want 3 of these in every one of our lineups. All right. So that's that. And then to stack our main event, we're gonna lock Zhang Weili and Carla Esparza. The other benefit of stacking the main event is it guarantees you. First of all, it guarantees you a winner, and then the loser is generally a high-scoring loser compared to the other losers. There's times where the loser will score even like 90 points. There's a lot of times where you stack a main event and they'll both score like, not a lot of times, but it happens sometimes. They'll both score 90 points, and you basically had like 2 winners. But a lot of times the loser of the main events has a better chance of scoring higher than the other losers because of those extra 2 rounds. And it guarantees you a winner. So we're going to use Stochastic. Going to bankroll, what generally you want to use, and again, this is what you're comfortable with. Since I have $100 I'm putting down, I'm going to risk 20% of it. Because GPPs, I can go higher. 20% is a bit high. But cash games are generally safe. You don't win much or you don't lose much. So you can go with a higher percentage of your bankroll. So I'm gonna go with 20%. So I'm gonna go with 20 lineups. So I'm gonna play $21 cash games. So I'm gonna do 10. I'm gonna do 10 Wang Zayli and Esparza lineups, and then I'm gonna do 10 Izzy and Pereira lineups, and then I'm gonna see what it looks like to double stack them. So let's do 10 of these. Actually, another thing I totally forgot, and you want to look for. I keep doing that. I'm like I'm stumbling over my words. Just going too quick. Breathe. So another thing you want to look at is any value, any like, what would you call this? Any like discrepancies in the pit in the salaries. So right here, this Ottoman, he's priced as an underdog and he's a favorite. He's a favorite, so he should be priced at 58%. He should be priced up here. Matt Frivola and Ottoman should be switched. So this is something you want to take advantage of too. Maybe not in GPP because these tend to be highly owned, as is in the case right here. Yes, he's a 40% owned. GPPs, you want to look at their ownership. Cash games, not really. So Ottoman, I want him too. I want him. So I'm going to add him to the group. You want to add any super value. That's super value right there. You're getting an favorite priced as an underdog. You take advantage of that. Always take advantage of that. So let's add him to the group. Where are you, Ottoman? It is going to want to give me a lot of him because he is cheap. And I don't want a lot of him. Right? Watch, I'll show you guys right here. I've been messing with this. Let's put them all at 100. I'm going to show you how much it's going to give me. It's going to give me a lot of Ottoman. There is a way to control that. But just to prove my point, I bet it's going to give me like upwards of 70% of them. Well, it's only 10 lineups, so let's see what it gives me. You crunch them. Yeah, look at that. 100%. I do not want 100% of Ottoman. I don't want them that much. So I want 50% of them. That's how much I want. Let's recrunch that. And you should be at 50. Yes, at 50. And these are our lineups. Of course, you're going to get 100% Zayling Wang, Weili Zhang, Zhang Weili, and 100% Carlos Esparza. All right. Let's move my dumb face. Can you move? Yep, right there, 100%. 10% Span, 20% Thurman, 10% Edgar, 10% Ars, 20% Perea, 50 as you can see. And then this is looking good. I like these numbers. 70% Poirier, 80% Adesanya. The cheaper 2-1 favorites are going to be exposed more because it's fitting them all in. Another thing I forgot to add is you want to use most of your money. So, like, look, guys, look. I bet there's going to be some, like, 49-200 lineups. You want to use as much money as you can. Look, salary. Look at that. This lineup is leaving $400 on the table. I do not want to do that. It's wise to do that in GPP at times, but not in cash games. You want to use all your money. So I'm going to do 49,800. Most leave $200 on the table at the most. So let's recrunch that. And here we go. Let me exit these. This is going to get sloppy. So, all right. Perfect. 20%. I'm just looking at percentages because there'll be times where like it'll give me like 80% Molly McCain or the last fight. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't want that. 50, we already controlled that. So looking good. I like this actually. I like this a lot. I like this. The fact that I got exposed to Ottoman gave me a lot of exposure to Blanchfield. It's hard to get to the top dog if you're just going getting these and then one underdog. Okay, I like these numbers. So I would use this lineup, these 10 lineups. Let's do 10 more. Let's get right through this. Of course, look at it even more. Look at them closely. You want 4 favorites and 2 underdogs. Favorite, favorite underdog. These are 5 favorites because these two are not a 2-to-1 favorite, right? Because I added the Ottoman, Azal. I can't see that. I can't see. So a more general one that doesn't have Blanchfield. So like favorite, 2-to-1 favorite and above, 2-to-1 favorite above, 2-to-1 favorite above, 2-to-1 favorite above, 2-to-1 favorite above, underdog. That's a more like standard one. This is like the safer one, I guess you could say. Well, I guess they're both pretty safe because now you have 4 favorites, but these favorites are heavier favorites than these. Okay, so I'm liking those. I like those lineups. I'll look through them too, just double check them real quick, see what they're looking like. But it's looking good so far. So now let's stack the other main event. Let's stack the other main event. Izzy Pareja. That's gonna be a dope fight. Dope. Hopefully I don't jinx it and it becomes another snooze fest, which Izzy is a bit famous for. Let's go to these options. Allow this stack to happen. Groups. Take out Izzy. Add in Wiley. You're in there. Okay. Anything else I need to change? I don't think so. Let's crunch. Oh, see, this only gave me 6. Only 6 lineups fit. Having to do with the pricing, right? Because it's forcing me to go up to get Wiley instead of Adesanya. Adesanya is a better value price than Wiley. Wiley's pretty high up there. So just looking at the percentages, looking good. I don't want to be overexposed to like some shitty guy. So 33. So a 33% Molly McCain. That's tough. But I guess would allow me. I don't know if I restrict it too much, it might not even give me too many lineups. Let's see, because it doesn't really matter too much either because these are punts. I guess 30% is all right, but let's see if it minimizes it to 10%. Yeah, I see only 4 teams. 25. So let's just let it run to 33. So it is a punt. You are expecting that lineup for her to lose. Watch. Let's see. Where's there any Molly McCain lineup? So she's the underdog. So these are going to be the 2 losers. Winner. Chicken dinner. I had to say that, and I hate myself for saying that. Loser. Winner. All right. You guys get the idea? There's only 2 lineups with her. Yeah, it was only 6, right? Yeah, only 2 lineups, so that's not bad. So we'll go right there, 16. So we have 16 lineups so far. Now let's double stack. Let's double stack this bad boy. See what that gives us. Wiley. So this one's different. So now we have 4 slots taken, and 2 more are left, right? And those 2 we wanted to be favorites. So it's not gonna be Wiley. She's already in the stack, right? So 2 of these, exactly 2. So because there's no room for underdogs because we already have 2 people losing, and we don't want more than 2 people losing. You know what I mean? So yes, did I allow the double stack? Okay, allow this double stack to happen. Let's run it. Let's see what it looks like. No. Too many players locked. Let's see. Let's let this guy run free. Let's run it. What? I can't double stack? How can I not double stack? Four. Wow, I guess the pricing is not allowing me to double stack. Let's see. enough players selected. Let's see if that's true. Let's go. Wiley, Adesanya, Esparza, Perea. 2-1. Who's above it? Starts with Poirier. Ooh, we can't. No, because then I could put Ottoman, right? We go Ottoman, yeah. We go Ottoman Blanchfield. We go Ottoman Reyes. Right? Yeah. Why isn't it letting me? I can. Has to be Ottoman though. Ottoman. Why do I keep saying Ottoman? I think Ottoman something else. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. Ottoman is in here. 2 players from this group. Oh, the pricing. Pricing's probably, it's not. Yeah, okay, that was the problem. All right, let's run it. 6 teams. So we had 16, so I'll get like the 4 from here. Based off salary. I want to use as much salary as I want. As I can. Salary descending. So I'll get these 4 right here, these top 4. So Perea, Esparza are losers. Winners. Losers. Winners. Losers. It's basically Ottoman and then the top 4 2-1 favorites. Right? Does that make sense? It's basically those 4: Ottoman Blanchfield, Ottoman Reyes, Ottoman Petrosky, and Ottoman Gutierrez. All right, that's what it's looking like. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So that's just a general idea of how to go about this. And then on top of that, I'll probably do 18 lineups, 17, 18. Again, this is not an exact right here. I'll also, actually, that doesn't matter because I'm not playing GPPs. I'll do some triple ups to hedge my bets against, like, I know I'm getting exposed a lot to Ottoman. There's a lot of exposure to Ottoman, not Ottoman. Sorry for yelling. So I'll do some triple ups. I'll add some triple ups to fill in the holes, like these fighters. I don't know. I gotta look like the top 6 inside the distance. Like, is there anything I'm missing? Like, I have no Frivola. Anything that I'm missing that the crunchers aren't adding, I'll go ahead and hand build like triple ups to hedge my bets. But it doesn't look like too much. Maybe this Ulberg fight, I'm liking that. Any like high scoring fights that I think's gonna be high scoring, but no, it looks like I'm covering all my bases. Maybe like Chandler, I'll throw in a Chandler. I'll build some hand build some triple ups to hedge my bets against fighters that I'm like way overweight on. Just to minimize damage, because again, cash games, it's all about safety. Anyways, moving on. So that's the cash game. GPPs are different. I'll make a video when of that when the time comes. I will make a GPP lineup 1 or 2, but I'm not gonna go over it. But I do have my own GPP statistics based off of the ownership and top 6 percentage. But that's for another day, because this is more of a cash game lineup. But so moving on to the Reignmakers, right? This looks pretty cool. I'm really digging it actually. So these premium subscriptions help with that too, because it gives you all these statistics. So beyond the black, this is all Reignmakers right here. This all has to do with Reignmakers. So I have the prices. This probably has changed because I did this earlier today, but these are the prices of the core fighters. Um, and this is the value I give them. This is the value, and this is based off of a couple of factors. It's their um, chance of getting a top six, right? Because their chance of getting a top six means they're going to score high. So it's a fact. It has to do with uh, what is it? Man, it was a word I'm looking for. It's what's that mathematical word, dude? Why? How did I forget it? It's a function. Ooh, I'm so smart. It's a this value is a function of top six, their projected points, and their win percentage, and all in relation to their price, because these Rainmaker tournaments are exactly that. They're gonna be tournaments, I feel like, and so they're gonna be more of a GPP style of play as opposed to the cash style of play, because everybody and their mama is gonna like, because if it's like, all right, there's no salary cap, so just play the top five people. That's too many people are gonna be do that. So you want to get different. You don't want to get too different, because you do want these top fighters, but you don't want just the top five fighters. So I treat their pricing as their ownership. So I feel like this is my hypothesis. The more we play, the more we're gonna learn about this game. They're gonna be the first game. My hypothesis is the more expensive they are, the more they're gonna be used. Of course, all cards I believe are gonna be used, because why? If you have the card, why would you not use them? But the lower price cards are gonna be more like throwaway lineups, like these lineups that people are just making because, like, there's just gonna be leftovers. There's gonna be leftover lineups, these throwaway lineups, which can hit sometimes, right? Like, anything can happen. This is MMA. Anything can happen. So I'm treating this as like ownership, right? So the higher this is, the lower their value goes down. But considering all this, um, Zhang Weili was the best value as her common card. I believe her rare card as well, right? Yeah, her rare was the most valuable. It gave me a score of 115. So we go to, and this is all going through my head to decide if I want to buy it or not. So I go to her card. I actually already bought her card at that price. Probably went up. Oh shit! Like, it went really way up, right? So see, there you go. Earlier I bought it at $40, and it's now at 70. I should sell it. Um, yeah, because you want to make money off of the market, the selling market. That's like the sure way to make money. So this is more of a market game. I mean, the tournament game is cool and it's fun, but you want to be smart on the market and make money on the market. That's what I was doing with this is an example. The Zhang Weili, I bought her at $40, and I'll do it live right here. And because I did see, so the thing I want to show is, let's see if I could do another example. Oh, well, I'll just say it. There was like, she was like at 40, 42, 45, like 65 and 70. Like, it jumped pretty high. So it was a good idea to buy her at that price, because 2-3 buys away and bam, she's at $70. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The what you call it in stock trading terms, the ceiling. The ceiling is very thin, so it was gonna break through the ceiling pretty quick, as it did right now. And I did have plans to sell her at $69, lol, because it is 69. Because aside from being 69 and being the coolest price ever, a way I decide their value, because at $69 she's not that valuable. Oh, okay, yeah. See, she went down to 67. I mean, it's all right. It's still pretty good. Actually, should I go 74? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's still decent, but it's not as great as like an Izzy. You know what I mean? 108. It went from, her value went from 115 at $40 to 67 at $69. So maybe I'm gonna sell it a little more expensive, 74. I'm still gonna decide. Haven't decided yet. But well, let me put it in her actual price now. It's at 70. So her value is not that great anymore. So I might end up selling her at 74, right? Two more to 74. Because it would be nice to use her in my lineups, but I do want to make that cash. So if I bought her at $40, selling her at 74, taking away for all the fees, 66.60 is my I'll get back. So I'll be pocketing $26. So that's like more than 50% profit, 50% ROI. So that's what we're shooting for, is the market money. So I'm probably gonna end up doing that. Last thing I want to talk about, I do that with the rares too. I'll probably make videos going deeper into this, playing that game, because I feel like that's a good way to make money too. Is buying and selling on the market. Buying and selling packs, right? So I got all the prices of the commons and the rares. So, and I averaged them. The average price of all the commons is $16, right? And then there's four commons that come into it, right? So 16 times 4 gave me 66, and then one rare comes, right? So I averaged all the rares, and that gave me 41.93. Add that 41 to the 66, it gave me 108, right? So 108 is like the price of the average of four commons and one rare. But then you take away that 10% fee, and it's $97. So I priced the packs at around $97 according to the prices of the individual cards out right now. And so I look at the packs, how much packs are going for. And again, this fluctuates somewhat up and down as the days go by. So this is like a daily thing or bi-daily. The frequency depends on you. So we're at $88. So it's around there. It's around there. $97, 88. That's a $9 difference. That's not a great buy. I wouldn't say it's a great buy. If this was below like $80, then I would consider it. Because you're not choosing where you're gonna get. You can get bullshit. I would rather pick and choose. I'd rather pick and choose what I want to get at that price, and it's not enough to sell. If I was gonna sell it, I would sell it and make. I'd probably at 97, 108. You'd have to sell it like at 110, 115 to make like at $100. I'd try to pop for $100. $100. That I received, so I have to sell like at 115, 110 to get 100. So I'm not gonna sell it, and that's good news. I'm not gonna sell mine. The fights are tomorrow, so I'm not gonna sell it. I want to see what I get. I do have one pack left. I bought a couple packs. I do have one left, and I'm gonna open it here live in front of you guys. All right, let's open this bad boy. But that's it for the whole this week of daily DFS. Just to recap, cash games, going heavy on the cash games, and just flipping on the market and throwing in some lineups on the Reignmakers. Looking at this real quick, lineups I like. Involve I guess right here the value. Well, I'm not gonna get into it too deep, but I do like what's his name, Reyes is relatively cheap, and his inside the distance, his fights negative 325, he has a negative 130 inside the distance chance of finishing him. Top 6% is a 26%. I really like him. Decent price. These Carolina and Silvana is pretty decent priced at 8 and 13. I don't want the video will be too long if I go through all of them. I'm just gonna make my money on the market and then create the best lineups I can. That's number one, is market, making money on the market, and then I create the lineups based off of any fighters that I decided to keep that it wasn't worth selling, if that makes any sense. So like that Wiley, I'm still debating where I should sell. I'm probably gonna, if I don't sell her, I'm debating on a price, maybe at 74. If she doesn't sell at 74, I'll just keep her. That's not a bad thing, you know. Freaking playing her, it's pretty, you know, it's a good thing. So let's open it. Let's open this bad boy. All right. Looking for some Wileys or Blanchfield. Do it. Oh, nice. Jackson. That's actually a really good card. What is that, 181? That good of one. But that one is a good card. He is priced at, you know, I'm not going to do it. But I am going to do it for just this one. Because I was trying to get him, but I know he's overpriced. I might actually even sell him, actually. I might sell him. So he's at $27. I think he's even gone up since then. Might sell him. I'm going to look at the... No, actually he's pretty good value. We'll see. Decisions. Oh, nice. Actually, it's a really good pack. Good thing I didn't sell it. Because this dude's expensive too. Ottman. So going heavy on the Ottman. Thurman. Whatever's. Oberg. I already have them. Come on, Wiley or Blanchfield. Oh, Izzy. Not too bad. And a 13. Fuck. This is a good pack. Good thing I didn't sell it. Great pack. Yes. All right. I'll see you guys on the next episode.